everybody. My name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about some interesting things you need to know about when living in Bella Vista. So, let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that'll make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas. Also, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas and you're checking the whole area out, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you're a foodie. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. All right, and the first thing we need to talk about Bella Vista specifically is that Bella Vista was originally intended back in the 1960s to be more of a retirement community. That's why there's like these unique things like golf courses and certain things in Bella Vista, is because it was originally made to do that. And even still today, it's still rated one of the top best retirement communities in America. But there's a lot of different changing things happening in Bella Vista. It's grown a little bit younger because a lot of people from across America have gotten jobs with Walmart vendors, JB Hunt Tyson, and Bella Vista is a really good place for them just to kind of camp out there and to kind of move down to the area. And so it's really cool, and this kind of leads into my first point, is the fact that Bella Vista is really just an outdoor style community. And so it has golf courses, it has swimming, it has trail systems, it has tennis courts, it has all sorts of different things, fishing, because there's lakes there. It is really an outdoor kind of paradise. I really love Bella Vista because there's like, when you're in the actual area itself, there's trees everywhere, so that's a big win for me. Love the trees. But it's really kind of nestled into this part of Northwest Arkansas that is kind of almost like forestry, but you're so close to everything else. So it's kind of this weird balance. You're so close to the highway and other different areas so you can get access to everything, but you still have your own little piece of land. And so it's really neat for that to exist, yet still be outdoors, yet still have all these things to do, like trail systems. The back 40 trail system works through there. So it's really cool and fun to know that Bella Vista is kind of like this semi-retirement, but getting younger, and yet super interesting kind of area that interests like a lot of people from older and also younger. So it's really a clash of interesting things happen in Bella Vista, and I kind of like it. And number two is the fact that Bella Vista doesn't really have many restaurants yet. So the reason that Bella Vista really has struggled with like business and restaurants the last couple of years, and since it's obviously originally been started many long time ago, was the fact that there's a highway called 71 that runs through Bella Vista. And for anyone to get through Northwest Arkansas, you had to come down 71 through Bella Vista to get on 49. But last summer, they finally opened the bypass around 49, which allowed so much less business traffic, or like let's say truckers and trucks and everything else, to come through 71 through Bella Vista. So it opened a lot more opportunity for businesses to come in there because it's just less crowded for unneeded trucks there. So businesses are coming more and more to Bella Vista. Like there's a new Starbucks there, there's a new McDonald's there, there's all sorts of new restaurants coming there. It's up and coming, but there's no real true, I would consider, restaurant scene yet in Bella Vista. But that's okay because business is coming because of that new bypass that's kind of going around Bella Vista versus cutting through the whole section. So business is coming, just not quite yet. Also, this kind of goes on to my second point, but Bella Vista really feeds off of Bentonville, and that's totally okay because Bentonville has a lot of amenities, bike trail systems, of course, pools, community centers, stuff like that, parks. And Bella Vista does have a lot of parks and stuff like that because, there's a lot of trail systems built into it. There's actually like a dog park up in Bella Vista as well. There's a lot of beaches for obviously on the lakes itself. But a lot of people actually live in Bella Vista to feed off of Bentonville, because getting from Bella Vista to Bentonville is kind of like at the most, absolute most, 15 minutes, but realistically like 5 to 10 minutes tops. From Bella Vista to Bentonville, depending on where you end up in Bella Vista. So it's really cool just to be able to take your car and go down to Bentonville, and you have all those kind of like, bigger size events in Bentonville, or even Rogers to some extent. But just being so close to Bentonville and feeding off those events, and then going back home in Bella Vista into your kind of like forestry kind of area is really kind of fun. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. Maybe you're looking at homes for rent or for sale on like Realtor.com or Zillow. Way too slow. As you probably know, the notifications for those apps are way too slow. So that's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Literally, it sounds exactly what it does. Instant Home Updates. Crazy, I know. So enter your information below, whether like price range, what you're looking for, whether it's home for sale or for rent. I can make sure that everything that hits the market in Northwest Arkansas, or the kind of the area you're looking for, gets sent right to your email literally right away. You're not waiting for any notifications. Also, I send out an email every single Friday, so maybe you're looking to keep up to date with Northwest Arkansas, like all the things that are happening here, all the different cool things, whether it's festivals, music, comedians, different events that are happening here like in Bentonville or Fayetteville, all the different things. I have an email that I send out every single Friday, kind of keeping you up to date with what's cool that's happening here. So either whether you live here now or if you're going to live here in the future, you will be the most knowledgeable about Northwest Arkansas, and you can impress all your friends. little side note, you might get a little fear of missing out if you don't live here because you're gonna want to come here faster than you think. And also in Bella Vista, one thing that is incredibly clear is that there are literally no two homes the same. Now there are, obviously that's just an exaggeration, but really there are no cookie cutter homes in Bella Vista at all. So if you are looking for like, you don't want a neighborhood that has like kind of like standard size housing or normal size housing in like maybe downtown Bentonville or probably Rogers potentially, Bella Vista, that ain't gonna happen. There are so many unique homes in Bella Vista, and so that is part of the fun of it, is just kind of going through Bella Vista and seeing like, oh my gosh, like you can build that here. Like there's been like 3-story like almost black style homes there, there's mansions there, there's all the way from like 1,200 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, new construction. So it's all over the place. But there is really cool thing is that there is a sense of pride in Bella Vista. People maintain their homes really well in Bella Vista. And so don't feel like it's gonna get out of control there per se. It's just there's a lot of unique style housing in Bella Vista. So that's kind of one of the perks of Bella Vista. Also, this kind of goes back to my previous point. There seems to be a chain effect here. But even though that there's a lot of unique style housing in Bella Vista, there is affordable housing in Bella Vista. You can find homes all the way down to $200,000 at the current market price, which is like late 2022, all the way up to, all the way up to $800,000. So there's such a gap there in Bella Vista. But the really cool thing is that housing is very affordable in Bella Vista. And that's part of the reason why so many people have moved to Bella Vista that are maybe vendors for Walmart or work for vendors for Walmart. And so they end up in Bella Vista a lot of times because housing is affordable and they kind of want to escape maybe the larger city that they came from and want to be more rural, if that makes sense. So they end up in Bella Vista a lot. And so they have all the perks of Bella Vista. They have all the trail systems of Bella Vista, both paved and also actually like the dirt paved, the dirt trails as well, like the back 40. But there's pools, there's also different things that attracts people to here. So it's kind of one of the really cool perks about Bella Vista is the affordable housing. And you already might know this about Bella Vista, but the last thing is that it has a POA. And so I consider the POA to be not very restrictive at all. They just want to make sure that the biggest thing is that they want to make sure is like if you build a fence, they want to make sure you don't use barbed wire. You're not going to paint your house hot pink, stuff like that. And now coming from a Chicagoland area, that's pretty unrestrictive. Like in some Chicagoland area, my gosh, like that was crazy. Some of the things up there. But even down here, I think the benefit to see it this way is that would you want your neighbor's house to be painted hot pink? The answer is probably not. Will it devalue your property if your neighbor puts a barbed wire? Probably. So it kind of is a one hand, half dozen the same. Like I think the rules there are fine and fair, but it does allow them to maintain a good quality of house across the board in actually the POA itself. So like people can't have like cars out in the front yard, things of those nature that we wouldn't want to have in your neighborhood itself. Also with the POA, it comes with like the gyms and cheaper 18-course golf playing at the golf courses, of course, pool access, beach access, the whole thing. And there is a $37 a month for the POA itself. But there's a lot of perks that come with it, obviously. $37 is quite insignificant compared to some places I've seen in Chicagoland area. So there's a POA, but in what I've seen of the POA so far in Bella Vista, it has not been restrictive at all. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you have kids, maybe you're a foodie, like me. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you, so go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can kind of give you the $10 tour. I can show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.